If you've been wanting to start a side hustle to make some extra money or even to replace your 9 to 5 job eventually, but you just haven't found the right thing, let me introduce you to print on demand. If you've never heard about print on demand before, it's basically taking artwork that you make and putting it on different items, and a company makes those items and ships them out to the customer. But you don't have to be an artist to do this. If you are an artist, you can use your own drawings and pieces of art that you make and put them on the products. But if you're not an artist, I'm going to show you how you can make some simple designs and use other people's graphics and artwork and make your own unique creation that you can put on hundreds of items. It's so easy, literally anybody could do this. The best part is you can sell hundreds of items without having to stock any inventory or have a big storage space in your house or ship any items out. I don't know about you, but I don't have a lot of extra space in my house to be storing products, and I definitely don't want to be going to the post office every day shipping products out. Print on demand makes it super easy for you to run a hands-off business and make passive income. The company I use for my print on demand store is Printify, and they're also the sponsor of today's video. One of the reasons that I love using Printify is they have over 900 products that you can choose from, so I can literally make anything that my heart desires. I also love that they integrate with a bunch of different platforms, so I can actually sell the same products in different places without having to do any extra work. They integrate with platforms like Etsy, Amazon, TikTok Shop, and Shopify. So it's simple to have my products in multiple places, and that gives me a lot more opportunities to make more money. They also have some of the best prices on the market, which gives me a bigger profit margin and puts more money in my pocket. The first thing you need to do is set up an account on Printify, which is very simple to do. You just need to set it up with your email address and a password, and you can get it going in just a few minutes. Once you have that set up, you'll be able to look through all the products that are available for you to design for on Printify. What I like to do is go on Printify, find a product that I would like to sell, and then I go to a keyword tool and I find what design I could make for that product that would be a best-selling product on Etsy. A lot of people like to sell t-shirts and mugs, and that's a very competitive space. So I like to try to sell different products from mugs and t-shirts. So I really dig into Printify and I find some unique products that I can make. So on Printify, I'm just on the home page here, and you can see the best sellers on this page, and then over here to the left is the catalog. So I'm just going to go to the catalog, and you can see all of these products here. There are so many to choose from, so many different categories, and then products within the categories. So I was thinking that I wanted to make something a little bit more unique. So I'm going to go for home decor and see what they have there that I could make. So when you look at the products here, you can see it has this separate price. So this is the price you pay normally. And then if you have Printify Premium, you save 20% on all the products. So you would only pay $11.24 instead of $15.28 for this. So that leaves you a much bigger profit margin on each product if you do that. So once you get going with selling a decent amount of products, Printify Premium is definitely something that is worthwhile. So these are some of the unique products that you can make. So I found this glass cutting board that I'm thinking of making, and it comes in two different sizes, 8 by 11 or 11 by 15. I personally like big cutting boards, so I think I'm going to design for 11 by 15. You could, of course, make both sizes available too. So then all you have to do is go down here, and it'll tell you Pick the Gift is the company that's going to print this and ship it out to the customer for me. And here's the shipping cost. So the price and then the shipping cost. So I'm going to click Start Designing. Now, I like to go and use a tool so that I can find good keywords to use for my listing and find a good product idea. So I'm not just designing something that nobody's going to buy. So I use Sales Samurai for that. So I'm going to go to search, and then I'm just going to type in cutting board. And you can see how much competition there is here for just cutting board. So we would never want to just do that like some generic thing. So what I'm looking for here is high search volume and low competition. So checkerboard cutting board would be a good one because it only has 423 competitors and 14,000 searches. And this Ouija board cutting board, 12,501 searches and 330 competition. And I think that's going to be a really fun one to design. So I think I'm going to go for that one. So I design all my stuff in Canva. There are different programs that you can use to design. And also there are some designs that you can do right here in Printify. So like you can add text right here. They have some graphics right here. And then Shutterstock images, and you can create AI images. So if you wanted to design right in Printify, you can do that as well. So for my design, I want to make it 11 by 15, which is what the cutting board size is. So I'm going to choose custom size, and I'm going to change this to inches, and it's 15 wide by 11 tall. Or that's how I'm going to make it for this design anyway. So I'm going to look over here in Elements and see if they have like an already made Ouija board design. So I'm just going to go to graphics here. I think I'm just going to use this one right here. So I'm going to put that. And then I think it should just have a transparent background. So, and if you noticed, there's a little bit of area on here that's like a could be cut off area. So I try not to put the design too far over like that. So I'm just going to get this nice and centered. And then I think I want to, because the Ouija board is usually kind of that like brownish color on the background. So I'm going to look for like a craft paper or old paper background. I'm going to look in photos for this because I think that'll be the most realistic looking. So I like this one and I like this one. And there are even some more down here that could be used as well. Actually, this one right here looks really good. I'm going to use this first one right here, I think. So then I'm just going to stretch this out so it fits the whole canvas. And then I'm going to kind of center that up because I want to make sure that it's even. And then I want to put this to the back layer. So I'm going to click position and then to back. And then my Ouija board comes to the front, and then that's just the background for it. So I just named my file here, and then I'm going to click share, download, and then I want it to be a PNG, and then I'm just going to download that. And then in Printify, I'm going to click upload right here, and then upload it from my device, and then just pull in that file. So you can see here, it's a little bit like it's going to get cut off, possibly. And I don't really want those edges to be cut off. So I think I'm going to go in and just resize this a little bit. I was questioning that while I was designing and I wasn't sure. So sometimes you just have to play around with it a little to get it how you want it. And then those pink lines show me that it's centered. And I'm going to try that one. So this cutting board does actually have its own background colors if you want to use a color on the whole cutting board, and you could just pull in the transparent file. I like this rustic look and it looks more like a real Ouija board, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick with that. And I need to make sure I choose the right size here. So you can select both of them or just one or the other. I'm going to select both because I could sell both. Okay, so now I'm within the lines and it all looks good. So then I'm going to go ahead and look at the preview of what it's going to look like. So this gives a close-up view so that your customer can see what it's going to look like. This gives some other like mock-ups and stuff. And I like to just take a look at it so that I can see what it's going to look like. So I think that looks pretty cool. So then all I need to do is save product. You can select your Printify mockups that you want to use. You can upload your own photos and stuff like that. And then you would have your Etsy, Shopify, Amazon, or TikTok shop connected to your Printify. And then you can just upload these straight into your shop and start selling them. And then right here, you can set your prices. It even shows you the Etsy fees. If you're going to have your customer pay for shipping, then you would just have that as an additional cost. If you want to roll it into the price, then you would want to charge a higher price for your product. So this is the retail price right here that you would be charging. So you can change this. Let's change this, let's say, to $35. And then it shows you your profit and your profit margin and all that stuff. So you'll know what you're going to make. And then you just click publish and you're all set. If you want to get a print-on-demand store started in 2025, be sure to check out Printify. The link is in the description for you to go get started. Don't delay. Make 2025 your year for your print-on-demand business.